Good morning, all. Today I'm starting the next last unit. So strategic management. So this is also one of the important thing in management science. So strategy. What is the meaning of strategy? So strategy is nothing but to have some wise plan or some plan to overcome the problems which are there in the business. So nowadays there is a big war in between the companies. That means they are not directly fight against each and everyone. So there is a price war. Suppose if you are taking the example of Geo. So before entering the Geo, is telecom sector is one era, and after entering the Geo, there is second era. So now in India, all of your suppose the telecom sector is divided into the eras are different. Suppose divided into before Geo and after Geo. So there is a big analysis on this. Okay, so there is a big analysis on this. So and so many researchers are also doing some research on this area also. So there is a lot of problems in the telecom sector nowadays. Suppose at the time of Geo entering, nobody is expecting this much of impact. So suppose there is existing companies. Suppose I think 12 companies are there. So now there is only four companies are there. So in four companies, only two companies are running in the profit, and the two remaining companies are not running in a good profits area. So Geo and only Reliance, suppose Airtel, both are in a profit zone, and Vodafone Idea combined into VI, then they are unable to at least they are not paying the spectrum fee to the government. They are unable to pay. So because there is no revenue, so regularly the customers are lost because there is no development. Suppose they are introducing 4G, but they are not completely giving the fast 4G network into the people into suppose into the country. So all over the country. So because they have the spectrum and also all the facilities, also they are strong network. So some Vodafone, already there is a Vodafone network and already there is Idea network. So after amalgamation also they are not providing the better services to the customer. So only some of the regions are they are very good, and remaining all the telecom sectors they are not in a good position. So that shows a huge impact on the uh, company's income. So that there is only big competition between the Airtel and the Jio. So this is also not good for long time. So ultimately there is monopoly. So there is no option to the customer. BSNL, so that is only the thing that is different. So they are not completely giving the 4G spectrum, 4G network today also. So they are in out of race. So only the people are having only some 2G network. They are suppose they are using some 2G network and only uh, secondary purpose they are using the BSNL network. So the remaining all are suppose they are using primary SIM as these networks on the Airtel or some Geo. So because they are giving some offers and also they are giving some better services to the customers. So the remaining two companies are in a good position. They are not giving some more competition to that companies. So ultimately it creates some monopoly. So there is no choice for the customer. Okay, so this is the problem. Then you have to face this type of competition. So in a strategic manner. So the strategy is a word. Strategic management. The strategic. Suppose the strategic management is purely not related to the management. According so strategy. So strategy is the word. Is came from the origin of army. Okay. So suppose at the time of war. So suppose the countries or some army are having some strategies to face the other countries army. Suppose if you are taking Mahabharata, so then there is a big war in between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. At that time, all of you know that Padma Vyuha. What is the name? Padma Vyuha. So Padma Vyuha means there is a strategy of a war. Suppose if I suppose the so only limited people are knowing to entering that Padma Vyuha. Suppose there is a strategy to entering into the Padma Vyuha. There is a rule. So only Arjuna is knowing how to enter into the Padma Vyuha and also how to exit from the Padma Vyuha. He knows the uh, Vyuha. That means the plan. So then Abhimanyu is knowing only how to enter into the Padma Vyuha, but not how to exit. He doesn't know how to exit from the Padma Vyuha. So that means he is uh, after he is entering, so somebody is stopping. Okay, somebody is stopping. Then somebody is stopping to entering the Pandavas, the remaining Pandavas into the Padma Vyuha. So because they don't know how to entering into the Padma Yuga. Only the Abhimanyu is knowing. Suppose Arjuna and Abhimanyu is only knowing. So at that time the Arjuna is not direct. So then the Abhimanyu is entering into the Padma Yuga, but he is not know how to know exit. Then the Kauravas are killing Abhimanyu. Okay, so Vyuha, that means Vyuha means strategy. So Vyuha is a Sanskrit word. Then strategy is an English word. So there is a war strategy. So that means how to defeat the enemy or opponent. So for that there is a plan, a big plan for that. So that is strategy. So nowadays the war field is come to the business also. That means there is a price war. So within the competition, how to sustain in the business, then only one option is there is a price. So those who are having the affordable price, then the customers are only purchasing that product, and also those are giving the better quality, better quantity, and better services within that affordable price. Then ultimately the customer wants to buy that one also. Okay, suppose now I am taking an example. Suppose telecom brands, suppose iPhone and OnePlus Nord and Redmi. So these are the Samsung, and these are the popular 4 leading mobile companies in the world. Okay, so iPhone and OnePlus and also next Samsung and MI. So they are always doing, suppose they are always using the price war. That means they are always facing the price war. Okay, so that means suppose there are some companies releasing the affordable price mobile, then automatically the remaining companies are also planning for like that. Suppose before that OnePlus is only offering the flagship models. That means there is a huge price of each and every. Now they are also releasing the mobile OnePlus CE, OnePlus Nord CE. So that is the economical model. So and affordable price, they just 22,000 rupees. So then they are also targeted the middle range customers. So then in this way, they are trying to, in this way they are trying to face in the price war. They are also entering into the price war. So ultimately they are attracting the customers. Okay, so for every business there is a product and you have to sell that product to the customer. That is the common thing. That's why what you have to plan or what you have to done, what you have to learn for ultimately doing the business, and you have to sell the product. So then you have to manage the organization, and also you are also getting the profits, and you are attaining the goals of the organization. Okay, so for every organization there is a goal and there is objective. So what is the main object and goal? So how to earn the profit, how to get the profit, only the thing. So every business, every investor is investing money how to get the profit. Okay, so for the purpose of profit only. profit orientation. That's why strategic management is the planned use of a business resources. So we have some business resources, man, material, men, machine. So and to reach company's goals and objectives. So you have to you have to use the business resource in a systematic manner and to reach the goals of the organization and also objectives of the organization. And strategic management requires ongoing evaluation of the processes and procedures within an organization and external factors that may impact how the company functions. Okay, so strategic management requires ongoing evaluation of the process. Okay, so there is an ongoing evaluation of the process requires then and procedures within an organization and external factors that may impact how the company functions. Okay, so there is some internal factors and external factors. That means there is internal environment and external environment. So then you have to analyze both of them and how they are impact on the company's functions. So you have to know how they are impact on the company functions. And the process of strategic management should guide top level programs and decisions. Okay, so the process of strategic management should guide top level programs and decisions. Okay, so companies of all sizes and in all industries can benefit from the practice of strategic management. So all the companies are getting the benefit from the strategic management. So for it is a, whether it is a small business or whether it is a large business, then everybody needs some strategy. That means there is a plan. So without plan, you are unable to do any business, any type of business. Because if you are not having any plan, so then how you are run the business? So how to overcome the problems in the business? So then you don't have any idea about this. Okay, so that's why all of you must know about this strategic management, and also everybody must have designed some plan to overcome the problems related to the business. Okay, then next one. So first in the strategic management, there is a first step is corporate planning. So corporate planning refers to the process of planning undertaken by top management to achieve their organizational goals. Okay, so corporate planning refers to the process of planning undertaken by top management to achieve their organizational goals. Okay, so how to achieve their organizational goals? So for that purpose, there is a process. Okay, for the process is nothing but called as a corporate planning. So corporate planning is nothing but a process of planning undertaken by top management to achieve their organizational goals. So for the purpose of achieving the organizational goals, the top management is having some plan. So the planning process is nothing but called as the corporate plan. So there is two significant phases in corporate planning. Okay, so there are two important phases in the corporate planning. So one is environmental scanning and second one is the strategy formulation and implementation. There are two steps in the corporate planning. Then one is the environmental scanning and second one is the strategy formulation and implementation. So then mission is the guiding force for all the activities here. So for there is a mission for every organization. So the mission is playing a very important role, and also it is guiding force for all the activities here. Okay, so the first step in the process of achievement of the mission is to break the mission into the objectives. So for every organization there is a mission. So what is the mission I am discussing later? So each and everything. So the first step in the process of achievement of the mission is to break the mission into objectives. So first you have to divide the mission statement into the objectives, and after that strategies and programs have to be formulated and implemented to achieve the given objectives, which would eventually lead to the fulfillment of mission. Okay, so after that strategies and programs have to be formulated and implemented to achieve the given objectives. Okay, so every organization has some objectives. Okay, so objective means what are the achievements of the organization. Okay, so have to be formulated and implemented to achieve the given objectives, and which would eventually lead to the fulfillment of mission. So ultimately it leads to fulfill the mission statement. What are the things in the mission statements? So for that purpose there is a have to suppose the mission statement is converted into the objectives, and objectives are achieved through formulation and implementation of the strategy, and after that we are fulfilling the objectives. Ultimately we are fulfilling the mission statement also. Okay, so this is the introduction. Then after that, very important thing, very basic things are in the strategic management is VMO GSA. So VMO GSA means V for vision, M for mission, O for objectives, and G for goals, and S for strategies. Okay. So and action plans, A for action plans. So and first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 are important. Action plans are not required. So but this is also included. So so VMO GSA is a practical planning process used to help community groups define a vision and develop practical ways to enact change. Okay, so it is a practical planning process used to help community groups. So you have to develop the community groups, and also it is helpful to the community groups. Define a vision and develop practical ways to enact change. Suppose it is helps to community group to define a vision. Suppose in future what we are, and where we are. So and also and develop practical ways to enact change. Okay, so then VMO GSA helps to your organization set and achieve short-term goals while keeping sight of your long-term vision. Okay, so VMO GSA helps to your organization set and achieve short-term goals. Okay, so we are setting some short-term goals, and also set the short-term goals, and also you have to achieve the short-term goals while keeping sight of your long-term vision. So these short-term goals are based on the long-term vision. Okay, so the short-term goals are after achieving the short-term goals, and also you are keeping sight of your long-term vision. Okay, so then implementing this planning process into your groups effort supports developing a clear mission, building consensus, and grounding your groups teams. Okay, so implementing this planning process into your groups. So then you have to implement this planning process into your groups efforts, then groups effort supports developing a clear mission. So then it gives support to the group, then they are developing a clear mission and also building consensus, some meaning, there is some meaningful things you have to develop, and grounding your group's dreams, and also you have to ground your group's dreams. So suppose the group of people are having the same dream, because organization is that a group of people. So all the person's dreams are only one thing. So how to success in our business, and how to get the profits from this business. This is a common dream for all. So this section explores how and when to implement VMO GSA into your organization's planning process. So how we are implementing this VMOS GA, how we are implementing VMO GSA, how we are implementing in the organization planning process. Okay, then VMO GSA is a practical planning process that can be used by any community, organization, or initiative. Okay, so VMO GSA is a practical planning process that can be used by any community, organization, or initiative. Okay, so then this comprehensive planning tool can help your organization by providing a blueprint for moving from dreams to actions to positive outcomes for your community. Okay, so this is used as a tool, planning tool for organization, and providing a blueprint for moving from dreams to actions. So everybody has some dream, and also every organization has some dreams. So the dreams are coming into the action. Okay, so and also you are getting to positive outcomes for your community. Okay, so this is the purpose of VMO GSA. Then first one is vision. So vision means the dream. Okay, so vision means the dream. Your vision communicates what your organization believes are the ideal conditions for your community. Okay, so your vision communicates what your organization believes are the ideal conditions for your community. Okay, so then what is your dream? That means what you are in future. Okay, so what you are becoming in future. So and what you are expecting. Suppose what you are planning about your future. Okay, so that is nothing but vision. Everybody has some vision. So without vision, we are unable to do anything. But because you have any hope on your future, then you must have some vision. Okay, so visionary. So visionary means we have some foreseeing about our future. Okay, so beliefs are the ideal conditions for your community. How things would like if the issue important, to you were perfectly addressed. Okay, so how things would look if the issue important to you were perfectly addressed. So what is the importance of that issue, and you are how you are perfectly, suppose you are perfectly addressed or not, that is very very important. So this this utopian dream is generally described by one or more phrases or vision statements, which are brief proclamations that convey the community's dreams for the future. Okay, so the everybody has some dream. It is generally described by one or more phrases or vision statements, so which are brief proclamations that convey the community's dream for the future. Okay, that conveys community's dreams for the future. Okay, so that means the communities, the group of people are having some dreams. So then the dream is generally described by one or more phrases. So the vision statement have some phrases. That means one phrase or two phrases or three phrases. So it's depend upon our dream. So which are brief proclamations. Okay, so what is the meaning of proclamations? So what is the meaning of proclamations? You have to express. So that means a public or official announcement, okay, that convey the community's dreams for the future. So you have to publicly announce. So then briefly announce that convey the community's dreams for the future. Then by developing a vision statement, your organization makes the beliefs and governing principles of your organization clear to the greater community. Okay, so by developing a vision statement, after that you have to develop your vision statement. Your organization makes that beliefs and governing principles of your organization. Then according to your vision, you have to develop the principles and rules and regulations according to our vision and mission. Then principles of your organization clear to the greater community. Okay, that means as well as your own staff, participants and volunteers. So these are all the community, the greater community. So then you have to convey this vision statement to all your stakeholders, that are staff, participants and volunteers, all the things. That is the vision. Then there are certain characteristics that most vision statements have in common. In general, vision statement should be. So the every vision statement must have these characteristics. First one is understood and shared by members of the community, and broad enough to encompass a variety of local perspectives, inspiring and uplifting to everyone involved in your effort, easy to communicate. For example, they should be short enough to fit on a t-shirt. Suppose the vision statement is fit in the t-shirt, you have to, suppose you have to print on the t-shirt, the vision statement is like that. That means you have to frame your vision statement in very short manner. So you have to use short phrases, then you have to give strong meaning, okay, in that vision statement. So that means impact is high, but the length is low. The length of the vision statement is low, but the impact is high. So that is the capability of the management. You have to create the vision statement of the organization. That is very very important. So that is easily understand and also shared by members of the community, and also broad enough to encompass a variety of local perspectives. Depending upon the local perspectives, you have to create the vision statement, and inspiring and uplifting to everyone involved in your effort. And finally, it is easy to communicate. And here are a few vision statements which meet the above criteria. So vision statements are like this. Some of the examples are there mentioned here. So healthy children, simple word. So the purpose, the motive of the organization is healthy children. So safe stress and safe neighborhoods. Sorry, safe streets and safe neighborhoods. Suppose if you are maintaining the safety in the streets, and ultimately our neighborhoods are also safe. Then every house a home. That means every house, that means where you are there, then ultimately it will be converted into your home. Then education for all and peace on earth. These are all the simple vision statements, and they are clearly represent the purpose of this statement and what is the motive of this statement. Okay, so then next one is the mission. So mission statement, the what and why. So what and why. So then mission or purpose, that means there is a purpose. What is the purpose? Why, what purpose, for what purpose you have to do the business? That is the mission statement. So then this is also called overall objective or overall goal of the organization. Then the mission or purpose identifies the basic function or task of an enterprise or agency or of any part of it. So suppose the basic purpose of the business, it is clearly identified the mission statement. So clearly mentioned in the mission statement. So then you have to achieve this one. Then every kind of organization operates as, or at least should have, it is to be meaningful purpose or mission. Okay, so every kind of organized operation has, or at least should have, if it is to be meaningful. So if you have to done anything, you have to done any operation. So for every operation there is a meaning. So purpose or mission. Then some rights distinguish between purpose and mission. So somebody is differentiate differentiate between purpose and mission. So while a business, for example, may have a social purpose of producing and distributing goods and services, it can accomplish this by fulfilling a mission of producing certain lines of products. Okay. So while a business, for example, may have a social purpose of producing and distributing goods and services. Okay. So it can accomplish this by fulfilling a mission of producing certain line of products. So the main purpose of the business is distributing goods and services. Okay. For example, for social purpose, they are not for a commercial purpose. They are only distributing the goods and services for a social purpose. So it can accomplish this by fulfilling a mission of producing certain lines of products. So according to that, you have to produce the products. Okay. So you are not producing the product for the purpose of a profit. You are producing the products for the purpose of a social purpose. Then according to that, you have to produce the products like based on the social purpose. This is the mission. So developing mission statements are the next step in the action planning process. So then an organization mission statement describes what the group is going to do and why it is going to do that. So what is the group is going to do and for what purpose they are going to do this. Okay, so why it is going to do this. So this is the mission statement. Then mission statements are similar to vision statements, but they are more concrete. So mission statement and vision statements are having the similar meanings, and but mission statements are more concrete than the vision statement, and they are definitely more action oriented than vision statements. So vision statements compared to the vision statements with actions over mission statement, the mission statements are more action oriented rather than vision statement. So the mission might refer to a problem such as an inadequate housing or a goal such as providing access to healthcare for everyone. So we are providing the healthcare facility for everyone. This is the mission statement. If this is inadequate housing, suppose we are in inadequate housing, then and while they do not go into a lot of detail, they start to hint very broadly at how your organization might go about fixing the problems it has noted. So every organization has some problems. So how to resolve these problems? With the use of mission statement, you have to resolve the problems. Okay. So some general guiding principles about mission statement. So these three things are must maintained in the mission statement. So concise, it is very simple in manner. So at least suppose it is only single sentence or one sentence. Then outcome oriented, the mission statement clearly explains what we are expecting from this one. Then we are clearly explain what we are expecting. That means outcome of this outcome and overreaching outcomes. How to overreaching the outcomes your organization is working to achieve. Then inclusive, while mission statements do make statements about your group's overreaching goals, it's very important that they do so very broadly. Okay, so good mission statements are not limiting in the strategies or sectors of the community that may become involved in the project. Okay, so then the following mission statements are examples that meet the above criteria: to promote child health and development through a comprehensive family and community initiative. So then to create a thriving African American community through development of jobs, education, housing, and cultural pride, and to develop a safe and healthy neighborhood through collaborative planning, community action, and policy advocacy. So these are the main mission statements only in the single sentence. Okay. So first one, to promote child health and development through a comprehensive family and community initiative for the purpose of family and community initiative, and to create a thriving African American community through development of jobs and education, housing, and cultural pride. Then not to protect suppose the development of jobs for education and housing and also cultural pride. They are creating a community that is called as African American community. That is the mission statement. Second one. And third one, to develop a safe and healthy neighborhood through collaborative planning, community action, and policy advocacy. For these three, with the use of these three, you have to develop a safe and healthy neighborhood. Okay, so these are the examples of the mission statements. Okay, that's it.